I'm Destiny Anderson. I am going to go into 10th grade, and I go to MOC Floyd Valley, and I belong to Floyd Ventures.
I am Jacob Anderson. I'm 13. I am going to be in 8th grade at MOC Floyd Valley Middle School, and I belong to Floyd Ventures.
Imagine a family member getting very ill.
Imagine it being your little brother like I experienced.
The last thing on my family's mind is, where are we going to sleep? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to bathe?
How will we survive here so far away from home with no money with us and no family around?
Well, we found our home away from home.
The Ronald McDonald House is a sanctuary to those with a sibling or child in the Sanford Children's Medical Center.
This wonderful haven supplies many families every day. No money is needed. They welcome you with a warm smile.
Everything is donated by people who want to give a helping hand. Box food, frozen food, and even a pop machine that costs only 25 cents that was donated from the Coca-Cola company.
And pop tabs are a little thing that make a big difference.
Donating pop tabs is easy and it helps so many people out. The Ronald McDonald House has made over $30,000 in the U.S.
That's a lot of people and a lot of pop tabs.
Did you know that 1 pound is 1,267 pop tabs? 1 ton, or 2,000 pounds, is 2,534,000 tabs. 1 yard is 36 tabs, and 1 million tabs equals 16.75 miles.
You're probably thinking, why pop tabs? What's so spectacular about the little piece of metal that opens up an aluminum can? Well, like the can, the pop tab is recyclable. It is small, but very valuable.
The Ronald McDonald House collect pop tabs instead of the entire can.
The tabs are pure high aluminum, unlike the cans, which consist of aluminum alloys.
Tabs are also easier to store.
Saving the tab is simple and a clean way of recycling, and it takes only a second to pop it off the can and put it in your bag. But be careful, the can can be sharp.
The pop tab programs in South Dakota have raised as much as $17,000 in 1 year.
The amount of money received is determined by the weight of the aluminum collected and the current aluminum prices.
The money raised helps the kids in charity provide a home away from home for the families with sick children who are receiving medical care at the area hospitals.
Due to the current increasing cost of the traditional cardboard boxes like this one, they are now using baggies, which is easier and cheaper. So,
my family has been collecting pop tabs for about 14 months now, and we asked our 4-H club to help collect them for one of our many community service projects.
No one ever asked a child if they were old enough or strong enough to fight for their lives, yet they do it every day, and recycling even the littlest things can make a big difference.
The Ronald McDonald House was there for our family when we were in desperate need, so now we want to give back.
At Christmas time, we donated hats that were hand-sewn and many boxes of food that kids my age, my brother's age, and my family all around would surely enjoy.
They will take anything you are willing to donate, even toys you don't want anymore for their toy room.
Not only do they have a toy room, but they also have in the basement a lot of fun things that will keep kids and adults occupied.
The basement is the family area where the kids and adults can go to play Wii. They also have a free Nintendo arcade games with old games like Asteroid and Donkey Kong.
This was all donated.
Also, they have a place where there's a lot of toys on the bottom floor.
This was all also donated.
The real nice thing about the basement area is it has an elevator.
So people who aren't able to make it down the stairs can make it down safely and feel independent.
On the main floor is the big kitchen.
The kitchen has everything. My favorite part was the big family area where it had a ton of tables and a ton of chairs where my family could sit down and actually enjoy a family meal away from home.
My favorite part was the big walk-in pantry. It had almost everything you could want.
In the dining area, there is also a toy room. I think this is a great idea because if the family has a little kid and maybe the mom wants to go cook a meal, they can put the child in the toy room and they won't have to worry about the child getting hurt or getting into anything they're not supposed to.
Also, for older kids that don't want to play with toys, there you have a computer.
As you're walking out of this big area, you will go into the big lounge area.
There are leather couches and a coffee table. There also is a fireplace And above the fireplace is a picture of a boy with the phrase, "No one ever asked a child if they could fight for their lives, yet they do it every day." And this really spoke to my family.
When you're in this room, there is a staircase that will go up to one of the second floors, and it has where a lot of the bedrooms are located.
This house has a lot of special places.
It made my family's life so much easier.
A little over 14 months ago, my family had a tragedy.
On May 7, 2011, my baby brother Hunter had a seizure and was rushed to the Orange City Medical Center.
They told my parents that he had a mass on his brain and it could possibly be a tumor.
He was then airlifted to Sanford Medical Center in Sioux Falls.
On May 10, 2011, Hunter went into surgery.
The hours he was there seemed like forever. Thoughts that ran through my mind were, what if it's cancerous? What if my family leaves here with one less person? What if something bad happens? All my family could do was sit and wait.
He came out of surgery all right, and it went very well. Next was the process of recovery, and it was a very long process.
In this time period, the Ronald McDonald House was here for us.
To feed us, bathe us, and just give us shelter.
We found our home away from home. This is why the Ronald McDonald House is so important to my family. We learned a lot from this experience.
Like not taking family for granted.
And in recycling, even the littlest things can make a big difference.
Now we have a short slideshow for you.
Put it in the thing. There you go. Alright, this is my little brother. This was right before he went into surgery. He had things that detected where the doctors were supposed to go and everything on his head.
This is him after surgery in his room recovering, and he was really tired.
This is him and his surgeon. It was the one that operated on his brain. His name was Dr. Gus, and Hunter says he's his hero. So.
This is me, my other brother, and Hunter all holding our hair that we cut for him so he didn't have to feel alone.
Alright, this is in the Ronald McDonald House. It is part of the kitchen area. It's basically where my family cooked the meals while my brother was in the hospital. And there's big areas, and we have pictures from all different angles.
This is the countertop space, and it's pretty big, so you can cook all of your family's meals at the same time, and you won't have to worry.
Alright, and this is another angle of the kitchen. It's, as you can see, pretty big. As I remember, there was 3 refrigerators in the whole kitchen, and 3 ovens. There was basically 3 separate kitchens in the whole kitchen area. So you didn't have to wait for one family to get done cooking. You could just go at it and get it done.
This is the big dining room where you and your family could eat and watch TV.
And in the corner area on that picture in the dining room was a painting of the tree that you can see. It has on leaves pictures or writing of people's names that have donated a lot of money and things towards the Ronald McDonald House, and it kind of just makes this big tree and it's gaining leaves. I think that's pretty cool.
This is a close-up view of the TV room. The toy room, sorry. And you can kind of see the chair in the corner. That's where the computer is. So if you wanted to go on the computer while your kids played, you could.
Alright, and this is the lounge area. As you can see, the fireplace and the picture that has the child on it with the saying. This is kind of where you can sit with your family and have a talk about what's going on, or just to kind of read and chill out a little bit from what's going on.
This is a close-up view of the picture.
Alright, and this is my little brother that had the surgery. He's outside of the Ronald McDonald House. We like to go back there and, just donate a lot of things and, just donate a lot of things.
This is him standing in front of the Ronald McDonald House's sign and in front of the Ronald McDonald House.
Right, and this is another close-up. It's not really hard to miss when you're going down the road. It's right by this one that we stayed at is right by the Children's Hospital. And it kind of looks like a big motel outside. When Hunter was in the hospital, he thought we were staying in a hotel. And when he came to see it after surgery, he thought we were swimming and having fun, and that wasn't what we were doing.
This is a view of the front of the whole Ronald McDonald House. And you can see it's pretty big on just the front, and yeah, it's huge. That's our slideshow.
This concludes our presentation. Does anyone have any questions for us? The question was, where do we take our pop tabs when we get them? You can take them to the Ronald McDonald House, and they have these big boxes on the inside, and it's basically where they dump them, and they'll take them somewhere and they'll melt them down, and it'll depend on how much they have or how much the aluminum prices are, what money gets donated to the Ronald McDonald House.
The question was, what if you don't have a Ronald McDonald House in your community? And you could take them to any Ronald McDonald House that's sort of nearby, but I don't know if there is a certain place you can take them that people will bring. Well, actually, at McDonald's, there are not tabs, but there's another thing called Penny Wars, and you could you and your classmates in your classes could see which class could break in the most pennies, and that'll all go to the Ronald McDonald House. And at McDonald's, they have penny boxes and money boxes for the Ronald McDonald House.
The question was, is there many Ronald McDonald Houses in the States? There's Ronald McDonald Houses everywhere. Like, there is many, like, there's more than one in Sioux Falls just itself. There's a ton around. Like, there is a lot.
Yes? The question was, how do we find out about the Ronald McDonald House? And my parents kind of just brought us there, but it was when we went to the Sanford Children's Medical Center. They told us about where we could stay.
The question was, how's my brother today? He is doing great. Actually, he's right in the back right now listening to this, so he's chewing on his fingers. It's lovely. But he's doing wonderful. He's healthy and happy, and we have not found any complications with his surgery after what he had. All right, does anybody else have any questions? All right, thank you.